Hey everybody, Prince Simba back again with another YouTube video. Hope you guys are enjoying the new collection event. But with the collection event comes buffs and nerfs. Specifically today, I'm going to talk about a very near and dear gun to me, the Mastiff. I still love the PK more, but the Mastiff has been my primary shotgun for a while, and it got a nerf slash mini buff, maybe? What we're going to see is now the EVA 8 better than it? Is the Mastiff dead? Does it suck now? Should I use it? Well, we're going to talk about that and a little bit more. So I hope you guys like this new format of video. And if you guys do like it, like and subscribe. Check me out at Twitch at twitch.tv/prince793. Let's get into this video. Alright guys, so let's jump in and talk about the Mastiff. So we all know the Mastiff is really strong. It does take some skill. I still prefer the Peacekeeper. I think Peacekeeper takes ultimate skill of all the actual shotguns. But when it comes to the Mastiff, we know it's high power, it's slower than the EVA 8, but it deals a lot of power and you have the ability to 2-pump. This is a clip that I have from before the update. As we can see, I'm gonna pick up this Mastiff, no bolt. And then the zoomed in body shot is 104. What does that mean? That means you can 2-pump people. 2-pump. 104, 104. You can 2-pump. And I know in this upcoming patch note, they upped the speed of how it shoots from 1.0 to 1.1. And then they, nerfed the damage by a little bit. So basically, from what I could tell from the developer's standpoint, what they wanted to do is limit the 2-pumps. What they didn't want to do is 2-pumps anymore. They want, I guess, to give it a little bit more space, a little bit more breathing room, bring it down in damage a little bit to where it's not, I guess, as oppressive, and you can't just really, get beamed that hard. So that 104, the 102 was from earlier this morning, so before the patch. So now let's switch videos. This was post-patch. So this was with the new updated firing rate and the damage change. So as we can see if we can confirm the 2-pump is gone. We now see instead of the 100 plus damage, it's now doing 88 body shot. 88. And now how many shots does it take? 3. So going ahead, I compared it a little bit. So this was just straight shooting here. I have an EVA 8 in my inventory right here, and just to compare, I guess, with the firing rate. So an EVA 8 body shot does 63, 63, 63. And that's kind of the hip fire. The hip fire for the Mastiff is still kind of not great. Still, it hits 66, 77 compared to, 88 if you focus down the barrel. And if you speed up a little, here I'm just kind of messing around with it, seeing kind of how I hit. It still seems like it hits very hard. You compare it with, EVA 8 right now. Still kind of about the same. It just still seems like the power of the Mastiff is still just stronger. And with the fire rate, as you guys can see right here, I have no bolt on it. And that's kind of the fire rate. I'm going to start attaching, other bolts to it, and you can see the fire rate. Even though it was a 0.1 increase, the fire rate is way faster, and it's still not with the clapping speed of the EVA 8, but with the damage output that it still does, like a body shot still does 22 damage more. I think they brought it down to a place where the Mastiff can maybe compete with the EVA 8 if it gets to personal preference. Like, no one's gonna be like, oh dude, you just can't use the Mastiff, or you can't use the EVA 8, you have to use the Mastiff. It's like, no, if you're good with the EVA 8, I think this change makes it a little bit more even per se. But with a pure damage output and you being very skilled and us having so much time with the Mastiff, I think if you're really good with the Mastiff, I still think, even with the nerf, the Mastiff is a better shotgun than the EVA 8. But it does take skill and getting used to. So I understand the people that, might opt for the EVA 8 because it's faster. And I think with this update, it allows that decision to be easier and more acceptable. So to conclude, I don't think this nerf killed the Mastiff. I don't think it put it under or even on par with the EVA 8. I think it made the EVA 8 more acceptable to use because the damage output of the Mastiff is a little bit lower. But they did kind of buff the speed at which it shoots. So a little less damage, but it goes a little faster. Versus the EVA 8's less power and it shoots a little faster. So I still recommend Mastiff over EVA 8, but that gap is still smaller. And my last hope is that we eventually get the PK back, because that's still my favorite shotgun. But with that being said, that's my opinion. That's what I think with this change. Let me know if you guys like this format. I can do more of these going forward with new updates. Let me know in the comment section what shotgun you're still going to be using. Remember to like and subscribe and check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/prince793. And I hope to see you guys out. And maybe let's go get some kills. Later, guys.